Hey, 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 I'm on a roll today. Might as well. I mean, my parents ain't home, so, well, nobody's home. So that's the best time to record, do your thing, But I just recorded other videos, so that's why I look the same when I'm wearing the same thing. But right now, I just thought about something, and I really want to talk about it, and that is bullying. Now, it is everywhere. Everybody goes through it some point in their life. And the truth is, not everybody's going to like you. There's always going to be someone that's going to put you down and don't want to see you grow and all of that. And you know how people usually say, oh, they're just picking on you because they're jealous, something like that. Well, yeah, that is the case sometimes. But other case, they're just mean people. They're not jealous. They're just mean. And if you're a bully, then you need to quit it, okay? Because how would you feel if somebody did that to you? And if somebody did do that to you and that's why you're doing it, that is no excuse. Because why would you want to make someone feel like the way that you feel? And if you're a bystander, don't be oh, God, it scared me. The cat. Don't be a bystander, because if you are, then just put yourself in that person's shoes. If you were being made fun of, would you want someone to stick up for you, or would you want everybody's eyes to be on you not saying a word and you're getting picked on and being humiliated? Think about that. All these young kids out there, they bully people to the point where they want to hurt themselves, where they want to kill themselves. And why would you want to put that on someone? Why would you want to make it that far? Even if you don't know that you're bullying, just don't say nothing if you're not going to say something nice. Don't say nothing at all. That's the best saying to live by. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, when I started middle school, I got on a bus, and there was this high schooler that felt the need to pick on me every single time I was on there, and just right up in my face all the time. And he would just say things and just be a bully. And I don't even know why he had friends, because if he's like that with the innocent little girl that don't even know him, never even said a word to him, just sitting there on the bus looking out the window, if you're going to do that to someone like that, then how do you even have friends? Do they not know who you really are? I mean, it's ridiculous. You're in high school and you're picking on a little middle schooler that just got into middle school and don't know anybody and just sitting there doing nothing. And he would say things and do things and I'd be in the front and he was always in the back. And then he would get in the front if he was in trouble or something like that, because the bus driver would move him up front. And he would turn around and just stare at me. And then I'm just looking at him, and I was so scared to say anything back, but I just did strongly dislike him. And he would look at me, and then he'd go and be like, don't look at me, or something like that, when he's sitting there staring at me, and that's why I'm looking at him. And I just wish somebody would speak up for me at the time. I didn't even think about that then. I just wanted it to stop altogether. And there was just one day I was sitting there, and I was just like, you know what? He was sitting in front of me again, and I was like, why don't you just shut up? I don't remember what he said before I said that, but I was like, why don't you just shut up? Stop picking on me, okay? You're not funny. Nobody thinks you're funny. I said that right. I looked dead in his eyes, and he just looked at me, and he turned away, and he never bothered me since. So you need to stick up for yourself. I'm not talking about fighting. I'm just talking about making a statement do you realize how you're making me feel? You don't even have to fight them. Just say something like that. And I'm not going to tell you that it's going to stop, because sometimes it won't. And you could have a hardcore bully on your back, and you just need to tell somebody. I mean, I'm not talking about being a snitch and making it worse. I'm talking about talk to a stranger or something, or I don't know, just a random person, or your best friend, or your parents, or something. I mean, if you need help in the situation, then get help. Don't kill yourself. Don't hurt yourself. That's not going to make anything better. you're getting a permanent solution to a temporary problem. I mean, once you get past those bullies, you're just gonna grow in life, and you're gonna learn how to, please get out of my face, you know. So just don't do anything that's gonna hurt you more than what you're hurting right now. You can get through it. I know you can, and there's plenty of help now out there that with somebody can help you. Like, even me, I don't know you, but I can help you. I mean, I watched my cousin, he was new on the bus too. I don't know what was up with my bus, but he was new on the bus too, and he had just transferred schools. And I mean, he was like a distant cousin. Like, I didn't really talk to him. He was mean to me when we used to play, like when I was younger. But he was so quiet and so nervous and so scared, and people would pick on him every day. And I seen it, and I was like, why don't you just leave him alone? And nobody bothered him. I mean, I felt like I was his bodyguard. And let me tell you, that is the best feeling in the world, is when you see somebody getting bullied and you stand up for them and make things better. That is the best feeling you will ever get. I'm telling you, it is awesome. I mean, you help them, and like, it's even greater to see that the bully will stop. And I don't mean to keep on going about my bullying stories, but this one time in gym class, there was a girl. We used to be best friends in elementary school, and we still are friends, but we didn't really talk after that, and because we had like different classes. And everybody always picked on her for some reason. I guess they thought she was like a hoe or something. I don't know. But it's just terrible to assume that. I mean, I don't know. But we was in gym class, and there was this other girl that would pick on her. And she was telling this dude that she was with, she was like, well, not together, but like a friend. And she was telling, pull her hair. And he would pull her hair. I mean, it was just awful, and she would pick on her and say mean things to her. And I was sitting down in the bleachers, I was like, and she was like below me, and I said, why don't you just leave her alone? And he was like, he looked at me, he's like, what'd you say? I said, I didn't start her. He's like, I ain't scared of you. I said, I ain't scared of you either. And then he walked away. And let me tell you, I didn't see it no more until like later on in high school. And I stuck up for her then, because my own cousin would pick on her. I'd turn around and say, I got your back. I'd tell her that, and she'd laugh. And you know, it's just awful. Like, why would you want to make somebody feel like that? If you knew how they felt, and you had their feelings, and it was put on you, you would feel terrible, and you would never want to do it again. I mean, I watched another cousin, my best friend, go through all this stuff in middle school to the point where she had to drop out, and she missed so many days, and she became homeschooled, and she had these stomach problems, and she grew so much anxiety, and she was in the hospital for something, and she was in it for like a week, and she would throw up constantly. And that was just, I don't know, because we were best friends, and then in middle school she ganged up with a friend and ganged up on me, and I was like the nerd, the loser or something, and they'd be really mean to me. They're like their own little popular group or something. And yeah, I did hate them for that, but when she needed me, like when all that stuff was going down and nobody was there for her, I was there. Because first of all, she's family, and I can get past things, and you know, I wouldn't want nobody to feel like that. Even if they made me feel like it, I would not want to make them feel like it back, because it's terrible, you know. But I was there for her, and I still am to this day. She just had a baby, and I'm still, I mean, yeah, we've been through some drama, because that's just the type of person she is. She brings along drama. Girl, you know that if you watching. I'm sorry, but you do. But you know, I'm still there for her. I got my family's back, got my friends back, got anybody's back that is going through this. But if you're a bystander, please do not be. Stick up for what you see. If you do not tolerate bullying whatsoever, people kill themselves because of that. Even if you're a bully, don't bully them. You don't know what they're going through at home. They could have had a bad day or something, and you make it even worse to the point where they want to go home and kill themselves. And then their parents or their siblings or something will find them and have to go through that. When it was all one person's fault that triggered it. Please do not be a bully. And if you see it, speak up. Even if you're scared or shy, speak up. I am very shy, but if I see it, I can guarantee you that I will say something, and I will definitely not, what's the word?